Shalom Israel, Shalom, Kala Yamla, Allah Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders, a great Muslim who teach well and rule well, who taught me this truth, peace, and salutation to the Akim, the fellow laborers, the hopeful elect, pushing this truth at risk of their own lives throughout the four corners of the earth. And to the Akwith listening and learning, Shalom. The brother Shema from the Pillars of Benjamin camp here in Toronto with another lesson. And through the spirit and power of Yahawah by Shem Yahawashi, the title of this lesson is Emergency Declaration in the state of DC, right? And we'll get right into it. We'll watch this article. And yeah, President Donald J. Trump approves District of Columbia Emergency Declaration. Yeah, so we'll get right into it, and then I don't want to watch we'll grab some scriptures.
Chad Wolf, the acting secretary of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, announced on Monday that he was stepping down, making him the latest senior Trump administration official to resign following last week's deadly mob attack on the U.S. Capitol. Wolf did not specifically cite the assault that led to 5 deaths as the reason for his resignation, but said in a statement, quote, "Unfortunately, this action is warranted by recent events, including the ongoing and meritless court rulings regarding the validity of my authority as acting secretary." President Donald Trump withdrew Wolf's nomination to be permanent Homeland Security Secretary last week. On Thursday, Wolf released a statement urging the president to condemn the violence at the Capitol. A White House spokesman said the withdrawal occurred on Wednesday and was not related at all to Wednesday's events. Wolf's departure comes amid concern over security for President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration. Earlier on Monday, Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser said she sent a letter to Wolf calling for a fresh approach to security after what she called last week's unprecedented terrorist attack, and asked Wolf to extend the National Special Security Event period from Monday through January 24th. Wolf said in a statement that he had instructed the Secret Service to begin National Special Security Event operations for the inauguration effective Wednesday the 13th instead of January 19th as previously scheduled. Wolf served more than a year in the acting capacity as Homeland Security Chief, taking over from Kevin McAleenan, who was preceded by Kirstjen Nielsen, who was preceded by John Kelly, who left the post to become Trump's chief of staff, another role that saw significant turnover. The DHS press office said Wolf would leave his post at midnight on Monday, and that FEMA Administrator Pete Gaynor will take over as the new acting secretary.
Khan. So with this emergency declaration, right? We have another one here we're gonna watch too. I don't want to watch this. Right? FEMA now steps in as the new Secretary of Defense, Homeland Security, right? And with this article right here, this is from a YouTube channel, Inspiring Minds, and they basically go into what this District Columbia Emergency Declaration, what it will entail.
Afternoon, friends. This is Ash from WAT News with some news and election updates. It's January the 11th, 2021, and a statement was just put out a little while ago from the whitehouse.gov. President Donald J. Trump approves District of Columbia Emergency Declaration. Today, President Donald J. Trump declared that an emergency exists in the District of Columbia and ordered federal assistance to supplement the district's response efforts due to the emergency conditions resulting from the 59th presidential inauguration from January 11th to January 24th, 2021. The president's action authorized the Department of Homeland Security, FEMA, to coordinate all disaster relief efforts which have the purpose of alleviating the hardship and suffering caused by the emergency on the local population and to provide appropriate assistance for required emergency measures authorized under Title V of the Stafford Act, to save lives and to protect property and public health and safety, and to lessen or avert the threat of a catastrophe in the District of Columbia. Specifically, FEMA is authorized to identify, mobilize, and provide, at its discretion, equipment and resources necessary to alleviate the impacts of the emergency. Emergency protective measures limited to direct federal assistance will be provided at 100% federal funding. Pete Gaynor, Administrator, Federal Emergency Management Agency, Department of Homeland Security, named Thomas J. Fargione as the Federal Coordinating Officer for Federal Recovery Operations in the affected area. For further information, media should contact the FEMA News Desk at 202-646-3272 or FEMA News Desk at fema.dhs.gov. So that's interesting. And I'm also pulled a couple of different things that they were going to push as many as 10,000 troops into D.C. That's coming out of Stars and Stripes. Up to 15,000 National Guard troops could activate to help law enforcement during Biden inauguration. So, what's really going on here, right? And I've been noticing a lot of like really negative stuff, just about, that everybody that was at the protest was, I don't know, part of this, there's just this sort of calling everybody a traitor and stuff, and like trying to, I've seen some people get like kicked off airplanes just for the simplest thing, like talking about President Trump, or they were in a conversation. I've been trying to keep an eye on, President Trump declares an emergency exists, Matt Couch. I'm still with Cesare Sacchetti. He was talking about giant voice and military mass notification systems. In his latest tweets, Trump said that Americans will have a giant voice. Giant voice is the term used in the military emergency alert system. After this tweet, Trump was banned. If it's over, why are they so afraid of Trump, and why all this rush to shut down his communications? There's like kind of a news glut. This is big thing in Gateway, warning armed protest at state capitals before inauguration, possible sinister plot hatched. Facebook is purging all content with phrase "stop the steal," so if you're doing that, you're done.
Yeah, you saw there. That's a major thing that's coming, man. Gun rights, right? Right here, warning: do not attend armed protests at state capitals before inauguration. Possible sinister plot hatched by radical left to take away gun rights. Yeah, that's all coming, man. Because the only way the new world order, so to speak, it's going to be extremely hard to do it if Babylonians, Americans have their weapons, man. So they gotta strategically take away these guns, these weapons, so they can make their move. Revelation 13, verse 11. Salakia. Revelation 13, verse 11. And it reads, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth." Right? This is a vision that John the Revelator had. Right? And this beast is Babylon the Great, America the Great, the fourth beast. Right? Birth from Rome, birth from Great Britain. Right? And he had two horns like a lamb. This beast had two horns. These two horns represent America the Great, Babylon the Great's political setup. Their political parties. A right and a left, a blue and a red, a Democrat and a Republican, right? And this is all birthed from Rome. Rome's political setup was set up the same way. Two political parties, bipartisan, right? And he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, right? And this is and this military's coming, man. Military's being mobilized, and he spake like a dragon. Let's look up this word, dragon.
Strong's G 1404. Draconian,
Draconian, right? Dracon. A dragon, a great serpent, a name for Satan, Satan, right? A great serpent, a dragon, derived figurative description of the devil, right? Dracon, right? Draconian, that's the root word for draconian. Right? Let's look up draconian. And these movements that are coming, man, 15,000 troops being mobilized, right? We've been saying it from the elder apostles on down, man. We're on the doorsteps of Jacob trouble, man. Jacob's trouble. We're on the doorstep, the beginning. All hell's about to break loose. Draconian, of or pertaining to Draco, the ancient Greek statesman, in reference to laws, rigorous, extremely severe, or harsh. Right? So draconian measures are coming, man. You know what I mean? Instituting a emergency declaration in the District of Columbia. It's just the beginning, man. You know what I mean? We're a few weeks away, mind you, but the devil's coming down having great wrath. He knows he has but a short time. Revelation 12, verse 12, and it reads, Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth, destruction to the inhabitants of the earth, right? Rejoice, ye heavens, right? And ye that dwell in them, right? There's some Israelites in the spirit world, in the heavens, right? They're rejoicing because they know the prophecies are revealing, right? Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, right? Everybody on the planet, man. Whoa, destruction's coming. For the devil, right? The physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan, right? Who is the wicked, right? Esau, Edom, Idumea, Babylon the Great, the wicked elite, the banking families, right? Is come down to you, unto you, coming down unto you, unto who? Israel being a people before a place, the Israelites, the so-called indigenous, the so-called Latino, the so-called Negro. He's come down unto you, having great wrath. Right? He wants to destroy you. Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. He knows he got a short time, man. Wicked E, the banking families, the elites, they know the prophecies, they know the scriptures. That's why they're warp speed right now. Everything's moving fast. You see me? Everything's moving fast. January just kicked off. 2021, the year of hasting, right? It just kicked off, man. And everything's popping off real fast, man. Right? Revelation 12, verse 15. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood, right? The serpent, Esau, Edom, wicked Esau, the banking families, the elite banking families. Babylon the Great, America the Great, cast out of his mouth water as a flood. That water, that flood, that's America the Great, Babylon the Great's military, man. As a flood after the woman, right? The woman being the Israelites. Right? 2/3 of our people are going to get slaughtered in this, man. That he might cause her to be carried away of the flood, right? The military. Babylon the Great, America the Great, that's their military, man. This morning, Elder Apostle Ramla brought out Psalms chapter 124, and that's the spirit, man. That's the spirit. He brought it out this morning in his morning lesson, man. Let's get it. He read the whole chapter, man. And that's the spirit. See me? What's going on here? Salakia. You see wicked Esau. You see Satan disrupting the feed, disrupting the Wi-Fi. But yeah, Psalms chapter 124. Yeah, Elder Apostle Ramla brought this out this morning, man, and that's the spirit because it fits perfectly with this. And this was before the declaration came out, man. That's the spirit. Psalms 124 verse 1. A song of degrees of David, King David. If it had not been the Lord, Yahawah, all caps, Lord, who was on our side, now may Israel say, if it had not been the Lord, Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, who was on our side, when men rose up against us, right? These military is about to rise up, man. FEMA camps are popping up. Look, they said the Department of FEMA is going to step in as a head of Homeland Security, man. Right? If it had not been the Most High, Yahawah, who was on our side, when men rose up against us, rose up against who? The Israelites. Israel being a people before a place, right? 2/3 of our people are really gonna get hit hard with this, man. Right? Then they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us, right? Who's gonna swallow? They would have swallowed us up quick if it wasn't for the name of Yahawah, Yahawashi, right? Who was our strong tower, right? It's the names. It's the name. It says here, if it had not been the Yahawah who was on our side, it's the name of Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi that's gonna protect us, right? Cause they're coming having great wrath, man. Then they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us. Then the waters had overwhelmed us. The waters, the military, overwhelmed us. Their military would have overwhelmed us if it wasn't for the names of Yahweh or Yahawashi. The stream had gone over our soul and would have engulfed us, man. These militaries, Esau's military, Esau's police, Esau's internment camps, right? These militaries, they're about to roll, man. Then the proud waters had gone over our soul. It would have if it wasn't for the name of Yahawah or Yahawashi, the strong tower, right? These proud waters, proud military, America the Great, Babylon the Great. They proud, man. Blessed be Yahawah, verse 6. Blessed be Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, who hath not given us as a prey to their teeth, right? Their teeth, a prey to their teeth. Whose teeth? Esau, Edom's teeth. Teeth being their might, their strength. Right? It's the Most High alone, His name alone, that's going to save us out of this, man. Verse 8, our help is in the name of Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, who made heaven and the earth. Close out with one more, man. Proverbs. Right, and that's what's going to keep us from this flood. But the enemy shall come in like a flood. Salakia. Isaiah 59 verse 19. Right? Enemy shall come in like a flood. Madmen sparing none. In 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 70, I believe. Matter of fact, let's get it. They shall be like madmen sparing none. 2nd Ezra chapter 16. And that's what's coming. And it's Yahawah or Yahawashi, the name that's going to save us. Beginning with the elect. Right? 'Cause 2/3 going to get it. 2nd Ezra 16 verse. I'm in the wrong book. Second Ezra 16 verse 70. Yeah. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Right? Insurrection. They've been throwing this word around like crazy since this all these things popped off from last week with them storming Capitol Hill and stuff like that. These politicians been using that word insurrection like crazy, man. Let's look it up. Insurrection. All right? Edify. Feed the sheep. Feed the lamb. Yesime. Insurrection. An uprising against its civil authority. A rising up. To rise up, right? Insurrection, man. Right? There shall be a great insurrection For there shall be in every place, Salakia, 2nd Ezra 16, verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, a rising up, man. These enemies are about to come in like a flood, the enemy. They shall be like madmen, sparing none. Right? Mad men sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Right? They're coming through like a flood, man. And it's the name, Yahawah, Yahawashi, that is going to be the protection, the hedge. Proverbs. Proverbs. Why am I having a brain freeze here? Salakia. Here we go. That happens sometimes. I want to scroll past it like 3 times. Proverbs 18, verse 10, and it reads, "The name of the Lord, all caps, Yahawah, is a strong tower." Strong tower, man. That's the only thing that's going to save us, man. These times that are coming, man. Jacob's trouble. Great tribulation. That's the only thing that's going to save us, man. A strong tower. For the elect, the righteous being the elect, runneth into it. We hide in the name of Yahawah, Yahawashi, and is safe, right? And that's all that's going to save us, man. You see me? Two-thirds are going to get slaughtered in this, man. But I pray you're edified. I don't want Rataza. Kwam Yasharala. Wa Abad Babal.